Have you ever felt overwhelmed by negative thoughts? You're not alone. Imagine the bustling streets of ancient Rome, the weight of an empire on one's shoulders. Yet amidst this, a figure stands out for his tranquility and wisdom: Marcus Aurelius. A Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, Marcus Aurelius faced challenges that dwarf most of our daily issues. Yet, he managed to keep negative thoughts at bay using a remarkable framework of Stoic principles. Now, what exactly is Stoicism? It's a philosophy that emphasizes control over one's own actions and responses rather than being dominated by external circumstances. For Marcus, this meant recognizing what he could influence and surrendering to what he couldn't. His mastery in handling negative thoughts wasn't about suppression or denial, but about a deep understanding and management of these invasive mental guests. In our journey through Marcus's mind, we'll uncover not just how to manage negative thoughts, but how to transform them into a source of strength. Let's dive into the timeless wisdom of Marcus Aurelius and discover how it can help us today. Welcome to Future Mind, where we explore the wisdom of the past to shape our future. Join us as we embark on our journey, starting from the era of Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher and a Roman emperor. Marcus was profoundly aware of the topography of his own psyche. He studied his thoughts and feelings with the insight of recognizing that to conquer negativity, one must first acknowledge its existence. Imagine him sitting in the serene quarters of his palace, simply observing the rise and fall of his thoughts, devoid of any judgment or criticism. This practice of non-judgmental observation is of utmost importance. It enables one to perceive thoughts for what they truly are, fleeting waves in the ocean of the mind. Marcus was well aware that thoughts are unavoidable, being an integral part of the human experience. Instead of resisting or succumbing to them, he embraced them unreservedly. This acceptance wasn't an indicator of surrender, but a potent act of control. By acknowledging his negative thoughts without resistance, Marcus prevented them from taking root and escalating into uncontrollable fears or anxieties. He held the belief that every thought, even the dark ones, had its significance. They functioned as instructors, him towards comprehension and resilience. By accepting, Marcus realized he could diminish the intensity of his negative thoughts, depriving them their disruptive power. This method didn't eradicate negative thoughts, but it altered the way they affected him. By envisaging his mind as a separate entity from himself, Marcus preserved his calm demeanor and lucidity, even amidst adversity. By accepting our thoughts, we rob them of their power to manipulate us. Wisdom, courage, temperance, and justice, the cornerstones of Stoic virtue. Imagine standing in the midst of a storm, your thoughts swirling like wild winds around you. This was where Marcus Aurelius often found himself, yet he stood firm, anchored by Stoic virtues. Let's explore how he applied these principles to master his mind and mitigate negative thoughts. First, there was wisdom. Marcus Aurelius wasn't just a leader, he was a learner, always seeking to understand life's complexities. He believed that wisdom began with recognizing the root causes of his negative thoughts. Was it fear, misplaced desires, or unrealistic expectations? By understanding these triggers, he was able to approach his thoughts with clarity and insight, reducing their power over him. Then there was courage. It's one thing to recognize your demons, it's another to face them head-on. Marcus Aurelius showed remarkable bravery in confronting his inner turmoil. He didn't allow fear to paralyze him. Instead, he used courage to strengthen his resolve, to look his negative thoughts in the eye and say, "You will not control me." This act of bravery is not about being fearless, but about moving forward despite fear. Temperance played a crucial role as well. Marcus knew that extreme emotions could cloud judgment and amplify negativity. By practicing moderation, he kept his responses to negative thoughts measured and balanced. This wasn't about suppressing emotions, but about not letting them escalate to a destructive level. Temperance allowed him to respond to challenges with a calm and steady mind. Lastly, justice was vital in his self-reflection. Marcus Aurelius strived to assess his thoughts impartially and fairly. He asked himself whether his thoughts were rational and justified. This self-examination helped him avoid harsh self-judgment and ensured that he remained fair to himself, maintaining a balanced perspective on his own thoughts. Stoic virtues not only helped Marcus manage thoughts, but also guided him towards a virtuous life. By embodying wisdom, courage, temperance, and justice, he navigated through life's tumult with grace and strength, setting a timeless example for all who seek inner peace and mental clarity. Imagine dismantling negative thoughts with the sharp tool of reason. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, mastered this through rational evaluation and Stoic meditation, practices that remain profoundly relevant. Marcus employed reason as his primary tool against negative thoughts. He would begin by critically examining each thought, questioning its validity. Is this thought true? Is it necessary? Does it improve or impair my well-being? These questions allowed him to challenge and often dismantle the irrational beliefs that underpinned his negative thoughts. This process of rational evaluation stripped away the power these thoughts held over him, rendering them less potent, less distressing. Alongside rational evaluation, Marcus Aurelius practiced a form of Stoic meditation known as premeditatio malorum. This involves the anticipation of potential adversities, a mental rehearsal for the challenges life might throw his way. By envisioning these scenarios, Marcus fortified his mind against the shocks and surprises of life. This preparation meant that when adversities did occur, they met a mind ready and resilient, significantly reducing their emotional impact. Action and gratitude can transform your mindset. Marcus Aurelius, a paragon of Stoic philosophy, understood that the antidote to negative thoughts often lies in the active pursuit of virtue and the practice of gratitude. By channeling his energies into actions that reflected his core values, he not only combated negativity, but also fostered a profound sense of purpose and fulfillment. Imagine a day in the life of Marcus. Even as emperor, he would choose to engage in acts of kindness, governance rooted in fairness, and personal disciplines that aligned with Stoic virtues such as wisdom, courage, temperance, and justice. Each action was a step away from the pull of negative thoughts and towards the embodiment of his ideals. Furthermore, Marcus Aurelius cultivated a robust practice of gratitude. He would regularly reflect on the blessings of his life, however small or grand they might have seemed. This wasn't merely about feeling good. It was a strategic approach to reframe his perspective, to see the abundance rather than the lack, the opportunities rather than the obstacles. By maintaining a journal, he documented these reflections, which served both as a reminder of his fortunate circumstances and as a tool to keep his focus on the positive aspects of his life. This practice of writing reinforced his gratitude and helped him maintain a balanced perspective, even in challenging times. Through these daily practices, Marcus Aurelius demonstrated that it is not our conditions, but our decisions that shape our mindset and our life's trajectory. Through gratitude and virtuous living, Marcus found richness in life beyond the shadows of negative thoughts. So what can we take from Marcus Aurelius's approach to our own lives? Marcus Aurelius, a figure both of history and immense personal discipline, showed us that the battle against negative thoughts is won not through denial but through understanding and acceptance. He taught us to cultivate awareness of our mental landscapes, recognizing and accepting thoughts without judgment, which is the first step toward change. By embracing Stoic virtues such as wisdom, courage, temperance, and justice, Marcus Aurelius built a mental resilience that fortified him against life's adversities. He used rational evaluation to dissect and understand his thoughts, applying logic to diminish their negative impact. Stoic meditation and the practice of premeditatio malorum prepared him for potential challenges, reinforcing his mental fortitude. Instead of being consumed by negativity, he focused on virtuous action and gratitude, constantly aligning his actions with his values and appreciating the good around him. These practices are not relics of the past, but vital tools for anyone seeking to manage the complexities of modern life. Embrace the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, and you too can master the art of transforming negative thoughts into stepping stones for personal growth.